Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole and I am a 33-year-old cash budgeter in Virginia. I am a stay-at-home mom to two littles and I'm currently on a journey to become debt-free as well as just more financially stable. Today is cash stuffing day, but before we get into that, we have to do some cash unstuffing because I only took out the cash that I needed. We need to empty out our mortgage envelope because I'm obviously going to be paying my mortgage through our bank account. So all of this money that I had sitting in our mortgage envelope now can come out and can be reused for this cash stuffing. And let's see. So I took that out, and so now I think we should have $1,145. So I'm going to count this real quick and make sure that that is indeed what we have. And we do. We have $1,145 for cash stuffing today. Yeah, it is been a day. My kids, I have two, are actually sleeping right now. My son, who is almost 4, has been taking shorter naps. He's been in this transition for a little while now, where he's getting close to not napping anymore. So we are just kind of letting him decide what he wants to do. But he goes to preschool in the morning for half a day, and when he comes home, I have him go in his bed, and I tell him it's nap time. And besides 1 or 2 days, he takes a nap still. But this week, he has been only taking like um, maybe an hour of a nap. And so that's just kind of thrown me off a little bit. So normally, um, I don't have the chance to film my cash stuffing actually on payday, but it worked out today since I only needed to grab about $500 out of the bank. I'm going to recycle a bunch of our money. So I don't have denominations done or anything like that from our cash planning sheet because we're just going to kind of wing it and see what happens. And then typically that's fine. I did just realize we are probably going to need some ones. Um, so I was going to condense, um, I was going to condense, sorry, I can't talk and count. I was going to condense my savings challenges beforehand and I forgot. So I will do that eventually. But let's get started. We are going to first go back into this binder, into our utilities. If you watched our cash planning, we are going to put $50 into our utilities, and that gives us 1, 2, 3, 51, 351, and I will pay that for our auto draft to cover for those. And then we are also going to be putting $50 towards our credit card payback, but let's see, where is that? I don't think I have an actual envelope for that card. No, I do not. Okay, so where do I want to put that? Okay, that's going to be it for this binder. So let's go into our main expenses binder. And I do have an actual envelope in here that says credit card payback. And we will just put the $50 in here. I don't know what today's date is. It is, let me see. I think it's the 9th. All right, so I want to make sure I write it on this tracker, but we're going to put $50 into here. And now this has 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 12. And that will help pay back for our unstuffing at the end of the month. Because if you watched the unstuffing video and cash planning video, I was pretty sure we were going to be a little bit short. So I wanted to add a little bit in there to help buffer that out. Okay, and also if you watched the cash planning video, you would have seen that I'm doing things a little bit differently this time. We are going to be focusing just on our like 4 core categories, and then mainly our like high priority, some of our high priority stuff, and then pretty much everything else is going to go into savings challenges because I just want to see how that works this time since we are doing this buyback method. So most of this is going to be going towards savings challenges instead of stuff like actual categories. So let's see. Nothing for baby or buffer, childcare, Costco got skipped. Why? I'm not sure. I thought we were doing Costco. So I may have messed that one up. That's okay. Eating out is going to get 175, and we're going to do 20, 40, 60, 81, 50, 60, 70, and a 5, right? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 175. So we'll do 175 for eating out again. Hopefully we stay under that. Gas is going to be getting 45. And I'm going to do the majority of my trackers off camera, I think, or at least for my expenses. So now gas has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, which is awesome. Like I said, I don't think my husband got gas last week. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. But he hasn't said anything. And I looked through our bank transactions to see if I could figure out where his gas transaction was, and I couldn't find it. So I don't think he's gotten gas since. I think he's going to be getting gas this weekend probably. Grocery is getting 300. So now it has 1, 2, 250, 3, 320. Let's condense this. 320, 340, 45, 50, 1, 2. So let's count that again real quick. It has 1, 2, 253, 320, 340, 350, 1, 2, 352. All right, so that covers what we spent last paycheck on groceries. So now hopefully this paycheck we can go a little bit gentler. My husband is going to get 20 in his envelope, and now he has 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. And I will probably move some of that to his hobby envelope now. Kiddos also is going to get 20, and now they have 20, 40, 45, 46. If you hear the plane in the background, I apologize. I'm also going to get my 20, and it has 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. Be nice for our unstuffing. Pet care is getting its 30. Now it has 20, 30. It's 10. Let's get another 20. So now it has 20, 45, 6, 7, 8, 48. I need to actually order my dog's dog food as well. So, okay. So, yes. So, since we are doing this a little bit differently this time, that is all we're going to be doing in our expenses binder, which feels crazy, but now we're going to jump into high priority. And this is where, I don't think I'm going to need my calculator right now. So this is where these are categories we normally don't do because I was going to be doing savings challenges for these categories. But I don't really care about these categories. These are categories that I need to put money towards, but I don't want to. So now instead, we're going to be doing savings challenges for the majority of our sinking funds and our categories that we actually spend money out of regularly because I'm more motivated to put money towards those categories. So this debt category is, I think I've mentioned it before, it's just a little, it's money we are paying back to someone we know. And give me 1 second, I forgot to pull out my markers again. But this is money that we owe someone that we know. It's not like to a bank or anything like that. There's no interest. It's not the right color. And we are just going to put $10 this week. Eventually, I would like to have some savings challenges that go towards these categories as well. But for right now, I don't. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60. And here. Dental is going to get 15 today. And I have a filling coming up in a couple weeks. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3. That's nice. 5, 10, 15, 20. Those fives are awful. Okay. So this will help me for when I have to do my filling, because you always have to pay a little bit out of pocket that day. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then we did 5, 10, we added 15 to this. This is just a fun little tracker that I use. It's from Budgeting Mom of Girls. I've never been able to fill it up, but that's okay. The medical category, I have some more bills that I need to pay out of this category, but we are just going to add 10 today. And now it should have 85. 20, 40, 60, 85. And it does. And to do memberships. These are just like our Costco and Sam's Club memberships. I've been trying to get better at putting a little bit of money towards these, so that when that bill comes out, it's not so, we have the plus memberships for both, which I kind of think is unnecessary. I don't know, but that's what we have for right now. But we're only going to be putting $5 towards that today. Eventually, we'll maybe do a savings challenge for those as well, but I think I've said it multiple times. Those memberships are not really a necessity. If we have to go without those, we will. So now, gosh, we have a lot of 20s going on over here. We are going to do some holidays. Okay. First up is going to be Christmas. And let's see. What are we adding to Christmas? We are adding $13 today. And I think that was just to put me up to 125, if my math was correct. Yes. And that means we can finish coloring our little Christmas tree right here. And we have 500 in the bank, and now we should have 125 in cash. Do 10, 11, 12, 13, and then we will put those ones back and take a 5. and then put the 10s back and take a 20. All right, so we have 125, perfect. And then we have our little 500 placeholder from Budget with Maddie. We have our trackers. Okay. And I do have other savings challenges going for Christmas as well. I think we're just going to do Halloween. All right, so we were working on this. And we were only going to put $5 in here, which would be 2 stars and a bat. This sticker challenge is from Lemon Ivy on Etsy. And I am just trying to make this work on my own. We do not spend a lot on Halloween, pretty much just putting money aside for my kids' costumes. And so far we have some condensing we can do. Perfect. So we have $60 in Halloween now. So we put 5 in, so we can do another little candy corn. And this was not the same orange, but that's okay. The theme of this tracker is definitely all different colors because I have some gray ghosts, I have some purpley ghosts, now I have 2 different color orange candy corns, and that's okay. And then we're going to jump back here to our savings. Now, I started these minis. I have minis now in these bigger goal challenges to help because I was doing or using the tinies, but those just weren't working for me, or at least they weren't working for doing them in my little binder that I have. So now I'm just going to do minis, like a combination of minis and tinies, but in the actual envelope instead of making it its own like separate thing. So we rolled and got a 6 is how much we are going to be putting into emergency today. So 5, 6. And we will mark off, what do I want to use for this? I kind of just want to use a highlighter. So let's mark off a 3 and a 2 for 6. And once we get to a certain point, so also what I'm going to do, okay, let's take this 2 out. All right, hold up. This little +2 right here, we're going to take off because we had $12 that was going towards this challenge. So now I'm going to use this challenge to mark off those $2 instead so that this stays even. And then let's put these 10s back and get another 20 since we have so many of those right now. So according to this challenge, we should have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and we have 50, 70, we have 90. So these have been marked off. And then this challenge has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, because I only marked off 5 and we put 6 in. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, and then this is now for this challenge, if that makes sense. And unless it stops fitting in here, when I hit 100, or when I finish this little mini, I will put that money in the bank. Same thing for the month ahead challenge that we are doing. We currently have 20, 40, 50 in here. Should have got more 50s from the bank. And we already have 50 in our month ahead, and we are putting $3. Let's do the yellow. And we will mark off that 3. 1, 2, 3. So this 20 or this 50, honestly, I feel like at the end of October, regardless of what we have in these envelopes, I'm going to pull them so that I can put them in our savings account so that these envelopes don't get too, okay, sorry about that. I like to sit on my feet and my one foot was going to sleep, so I needed to switch. And then I bumped everything. Okay, so this roll the dice challenge from Budgeting Mom of Girls is getting a 3 and a 1. And we are using the purple. Yeah, so it's getting $4. And we did a 3 and the 1 is what we rolled for $4. And what do I have in here? So let's grab a 5, but put back the 1, which would be 4. And then we can also take a 20. So 10, 15, 20. So now we have 25 in our unbudgeted. Let's just make sure that's right. So we have a 6, a 2, a 1, a 6, a 2, 3, and a 5. Perfect. Okay. And then let's mark these off. I will reuse my sticky note next time as well. I'm just going to put it on the back. That one is coming along nicely. And then we're doing another roll the dice challenge from Budget with Maddie. And this one got 7 for our bills buffer. And we did it in a 3 and a 4. So let's do this 4. And here's a 3. Perfect. 5, 6, 7. And I do have bigger savings challenges for these. Oh, wow. We can do a lot in this for this category because I really want to get this one. I would love it to be $100 just for like if anything changes like with our utilities or we get like, something random happen. But for now, we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're almost able to put a 20, but we can at least do a 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 5. Okay. Let's mark off those. Perfect. And then, okay, so that's it for this. I believe we condensed everything that we could in here, but let's just take a quick peek. I'm not going to pull everything out. We did Halloween. What does Thanksgiving have going on in here? We have a 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Of course, not really sure what I'm wanting to do with that one. Let's see. I don't think she has 15 and he has, there we go. Okay. So that's everything besides our savings challenges that we are going to stuff today. But I want to keep doing a little bit. Let's go ahead and do some condensing now of our savings challenges. First, let's go through our sinking funds real quick and make sure we don't have anything in here that we want to condense. There's a 10 in there. I'm pretty sure most of this is empty because I just did an unstuffing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10, 15, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's another 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there we go. So I did pull some ones out of here, which is always nice. Yeah, I would definitely wish I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish I would have gotten some more 50s from the bank. But like I said, I didn't do a cash breakdown or anything because I knew I wanted to recycle money that I already had, and I just underestimated the amount of small bills that I had. So now let's look at our minis, as we are going to be putting $100 into here. So I did change my binder out a little bit because we're going to be doing 10 mini challenges now. So let's see what we can condense, and we can buy back some of these ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. Okay. And this one, there's a 10 right there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So do this. Let's see. What do we have right here? It doesn't feel like quite 50 yet. Here's a 10. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We're doing pretty good at condensing this right now. Okay, so unfortunately, my husband called me while I was filming, and somehow with him calling me and everything, apparently everything kind of fell apart and stopped recording. So I finished putting all my stuff in all the money into my savings challenge binders, but you're not going to be able to see that because I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So let's just do a quick recap. This is $100 that is going in my regular minis. And then we put $102 into my Debt Minis binder for my Debt Minis as well as my Friday challenge. And then we put $55 in this savings challenge binder, which is the new binder that I made because I needed to take those challenges out of my minis binder now that I added more minis into the blue binder. And then for our core savings, we put $100 as well. So all of that is now where it goes. But like I said, unfortunately, you didn't get to see that. So I'm pretty much done now. So sorry about that little mishap. Hopefully you enjoyed the beginning and the most of this video, and I'm going to try and go ahead and film some of my savings challenge videos because my kids are still sleeping. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video, leave me a comment below, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.